All right, Flamingo Las Vegas, I am out of here. I had a really fun time here. Before I leave, I want to go over my cost. Maybe you saw my video and you want to do some of the things that I did, or maybe you're just interested on what it's going to cost to stay here during the summer season during a weekday. I was here for 4 nights and I did a little bit of everything. I ate at the best restaurant here, had a pretty epic meal. I did some casual dining, I had a really fun time at the pool, a little bit of gambling. I booked the cheapest room available, the Go Deluxe King, which was surprisingly decent given the age of this property. I'm gonna go over the resort fee, any hidden cost. Like I said, I'm gonna reveal my total bill, 4 nights Flamingo summer season during the weekday. Let's go. So CVS is where we're gonna start things. My first night, I pretty much just slept. But I try to go to CVS once during every hotel stay, and that keeps me away from buying stuff downstairs at the market where the pricing is predatory, insanely predatory. And plus, if I stock up at CVS, that keeps me from eating during the day as much as possible. So this was an epic run. There was everything here. I had a ton of Fiji waters. I bought a milk, a bunch of protein shakes, protein bars. It was $110. However, that lasted me this entire trip. And if I divide that by 4 days, it's really only about $28, $29 a day. So the CVS run is my first bill, $110. All right, on my second night here, I wanted to ease into things. I went to a casual spot. It's called Carlos and Charlie's. It's a spring break type place. Spring break vibe, spring break atmosphere, lights hanging from the ceiling, cool decor. Definitely like a better drink spot than a food spot though. The food definitely wasn't that good. I ordered a sample platter, which was supposed to have ribs and quesadilla and like taquitos and stuff like that. And it was pretty much all fries and nachos. So after I ate the good stuff, I just left with a bunch of carbs, sent that back and ordered like a bowl. Of course, I got double meat on that. And I had a few drinks as well. The most memorable drinks were the Big Mama Mango Margarita. That thing was giant. If you finish one of those, you'll be sleeping soon thereafter. That thing was crazy. The best drink, though, was the Ticket to Fly. It was a pina colada with like 4 types of alcohol. There was a vodka, a rum, a gin, and tequila. That thing is appropriately named, Ticket to Fly. When I add everything up with tax and tip, it was $141. If I would have stayed away from that sample platter, which I'll do next time, it would have been around $100. But $141 for a giant meal at Carlos and Charlie's. All right, the Flamingo pool, it's one of the best standard pools in Las Vegas. The vibe there is unbelievable. It's like a slice of Miami in Las Vegas. The pool has a lot of personality, fantastic DJ. The crowd is festive and fun. Everyone is there to have a great time. I had 4 drinks, 2 beers, and 2 specialty cocktails. The best specialty cocktail by far was the Striker Special. He's a bartender there. Fine striker, have him make you the special. That was by far the drink of the day. It might have actually been the drink of the trip. 2 beers, 2 specialty drinks at the Flamingo pool. It's gonna cost you $92.26. I'm going to contradict myself a little bit here. I usually try to not eat during the day. That saves money and also saves calories, but sometimes after a long pool session, I can't help myself. I walk by the food court and I'm compelled to order something. I didn't just order one thing, I ordered 2 things. In fact, I went to 2 separate places. I went to Bonanno's Pizza. They have awesome New York slices of pizza. I had 2 slices of those. That was $19.90. And then I went to LA Subs and built a giant sub sandwich. That was $18.94. I tipped both of those establishments out of pocket. So just the total with tax was $38.84 for a double food court stop at the Flamingo. All right, so this is it. This is the big dog. This is my biggest bill. This is Bugsy Meyer's. It is not only the new restaurant here, it's one of the most talked about steakhouses in all of Las Vegas. It's got a throwback style, but still with a modern theme. It's vintage Vegas, really cool, and still pays homage to the Flamingo history and heritage. There's no way I can go over all of this, but I did have a couple drinks. Both of them were exceptional. My favorite one was the Mother Superior. That was as beautiful as it was delicious. I would say the coolest drink though was definitely the make your own old fashioned. You choose the bourbon, the citrus, the bitters, and the syrup. They're bringing it all over and they smoke it for you right in front of you tableside. That was a really memorable experience. My 2 favorite dishes of the night, number 1, Cadillac cocktail. I think that's really the dish to order when you go to Bugsy Meyer's. That was probably my favorite. But then again, there was the 20-ounce bone-in, 60-day dry-aged ribeye. That thing was unbelievable. It was a flavor explosion. I love when they dry age the beef over 30 days. You just get more of that bold flavor. It was unbelievable. It was actually even better the second day in my refrigerator than it was for dinner the night before. So subtotal was around $235. Tax and tip was around another $65. Out the door, for a pretty crazy dinner at Bugsy and Meyer's, $300. On my last day, I woke up and went down for breakfast, aka high limit slots. I try to visit the high limit slot room at every Vegas property that I go to. Typically, I put in $50 or $100. This is the most heroic Vegas trip ever, so I'm putting in $100 on this trip. I saw my favorite machine of all time, the Pink Diamond High Limit Slot Machine. This machine is responsible for my biggest win ever over at Bally's. I saw it, I beeline to it, I put in my $100, and I've never lost $100 on a slot machine faster. I didn't even win on one spin. 20 immediate spin losses for me. 90 seconds later, $100 down the drain, high limit slots. All right, so this is my last bill, Margaritaville, before I get to what I pay for this Go Deluxe, the cheapest room available, and I can tell you what the resort fees and the taxes were. But Margaritaville was my favorite restaurant here at the Flamingo. Definitely not the most luxurious, definitely not the best meal, but by far the most fun, with its cool, aquatic, quirky theme, its really festive environment, and its really vivacious food and drink menu. The place is just quintessential cool and fun. I had 3 drinks and 2 dishes at Margaritaville. By far the best drink of the night was the Bomb Pop shot. That is supposed to be like a replication of the Bomb Pop popsicle we had as children. It tastes eerily identical and looks eerily identical to the popsicle. It was also eerily delicious. So that was my favorite shot. And then by far the best entree was the double cheeseburger. 2 7-ounce patties, so 14 ounces altogether, almost a pound of meat. It was gigantic. If you finish that, you definitely have a hefty appetite. Subtotal and tax was $81.54. The bartenders there were so cool. They really want you to have the best time ever. I threw on over a 30% tip. That's how good they were. Out the door, 2 dishes, 3 drinks, Margaritaville, best time ever at the Flamingo. $110. All right, so let's get down to the brass tacks. Let's get down to the room, the resort fee, and the taxes. This is the Go Deluxe room. At the time of booking, it was the cheapest room available. I am told there is even a cheaper room than this one, but I couldn't find it. I booked this 2 months ago. It wasn't available. I looked again today, and it's not available. If there is a cheaper room, it is rarely available. So this is the Go Deluxe King. It is decent. I mean, like, considering that this is one of the absolute oldest hotels in Las Vegas, this room was surprisingly modern relative to its age and surprisingly fresh considering how old it is. So this room for 4 nights was $398.33. It was a flat rate Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. That is approximately $99 a night. So $398, 4 nights, summer during the weekday at the Flamingo. Of course, that's not all. Of course, you have your hidden or your side fees. Taxes on top of the room was another $47. And then, of course, you have the resort fee. I hate the resort fee. I try to talk about how much I hate the resort fee as much as possible. Just build it into the price of the room. Don't give me a back-end fee. I know why they do it. I don't like why they do it. I can't stand it. I'll digress. The resort fee is always a flat fee, $39.95 a day for a total of 4 days for a resort fee, $159.80. So if we want to know the true cost of the room, we have to add up the base room plus the taxes plus the resort fee. That equals $605. When we divide by 4 to get the true cost of the daily room for a summer weekday 4-day night stay at the Flamingo, $151 a night when we take into account everything, room, taxes, and resort fee. $151 is going to be your daily rate during the weekday summer Flamingo. All right, so when we add it all up, what does it amount to? You know, there was a great pool day. I had some casual dining. I had some high-end dining. There was a little bit of gambling. I booked the cheapest room available, 4 nights, Flamingo, almost $1,500, $1,497.37. $1,497 is what it cost me. It's a little high. I really wanted to keep this stay around $1,200. That was kind of my goal. I definitely went overboard, obviously, on the dinner at Bugsy and Meyer's. That $300 dinner, if I could have got that down to $150 or $100, I would have been much closer to my $1,200 than where I am now. So if you saw my video, that is what it cost, around $1,500. Now remember, prices in Vegas fluctuate wildly. What I pay might not be what you pay, depending on the time of season you stay at, weekday versus weekend, if any events are in town, whatever. Anything can kind of shift these prices a little bit. But if you want to come to the Flamingo during the summer and stay during the weekday and kind of pretty much live it up, I think you're going to have to budget $1,500.